Morning everyone, it's Naomi from Everson Road. Welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you our pantry. I'm going to walk you through what we have, what we don't, we are lacking. And then I'm going to take you on a grocery run with us. The three stores that we frequent often is Costco, Aldi, and Walmart. Those are the stores closest to us. I'm just going to share with you what we buy, how we meal plan, and how we stretch our food as far as it can go and try to stay on a budget in these crazy times with prices being absolutely insane. So join us today as we go through all the fun things that deal with food and how we can save money on our grocery budget. I have a very small house, so these shots are going to be small and you'll have to excuse my laundry because I'll show you where everything is. So this is one of our pantries. You can see here we have all our dehydrated herbs here from our garden throughout the summer. This is what I call baking supplies, supplements, tea things. And then in here is more baking stuff, all my baking, oatmeal, chia seeds, things like that. And then this is we call this our small pantry. It's the one we eat from more like every day. We have lots of pasta and rice on the top shelf. Canned pineapple here, some like freeze-dried soups, beans, which I need to restock. We have ketchups and more beans and hot sauces and whatnot. There's our peanut butter stash, some more rice. This is all the salsa I made last year, some soup from the store we're not crazy about. We have croutons, dates, some rice ramen we get from Costco, and some like side dish stuff like couscous and stuffing and whatnot. And then down here I have some tomato paste, pumpkin puree, coconut milk, and then in there is some older canned honey or blueberries and cherries and honey, and then just like olive oil and vinegars and whatnot are down there. So that's one of our pantries. It's going to be loud because, like I said, it's our laundry room in here. And this is a closet. It's hard to see. Like I said, our small house is small. We hung our coats here so we could turn our this closet, it was our coat closet, into more food storage. So I have lots of empty jars at the top. And over here is like dried beans. This is some salsa verde we made from our garden. Apple pie filling, some chicken broth that I just canned. Here is some Mexican chicken soup. These are some hot peppers that we canned. We have some jams and jellies, like through here. What this is, cranberry sauce is there. I made this, that's canned, but the homade's much better. Our fermented garlic. Back there is some more peppers, lots of pickles. Then we have some dehydrated potatoes, more potatoes. I did an experiment where I dehydrated frozen shredded potatoes back here. It worked really well. I got homemade breadcrumbs here. Organic cornmeal. This is my canning stuff. I keep it here. It's just easy to access. My lids and my rings. Vinegar. We have some organic sugar, coconut oil, flour. This flour I tend to use when I'm making things for friends and families that might need something, because this stuff's a little bit pricier, and that's what I get from Costco. It's organic flour. I have some brown rice flour and lots of oats and lemonade mix for my kiddos. I just stuck extra things down here. We have some of our calendula oil, oregano oil, our fermenting kits, and down here in these buckets are I ran out, it's empty. It's organic black beans, some rice. We have buckets full, and then here's oats. So we have lots of things that we keep in bulk storage that we like to buy, but you can see like there's lots of empty spaces. So tonight we're going to go on a grocery run, and we're going to take you along as we stock back up our pantry. I'm also going to show you how we do some meal planning, because I did go through all my freezers, and I went through my freezers and I just wanted to see what we had, because I feel like we could do better on using what we have. And I'll go through a list with you of what I found in my freezers and how we're going to stretch our food as far as it can go. So just to let you know, we have two stand-up refrigerator freezer combos, whatever they're called. We have one upstairs in our main kitchen, and then we have one downstairs in our basement. And then we have two deep freezers as well. So we have a lot of storage. So I just went through, I have like a little kitchen shelf in my kitchen, and I just went through of things I do have. I'm not going to read every single thing, but this is our upstairs fridge. Then I went through our upstairs freezer, deep freezer down by our basement door. And then there's one at the bottom of our stairs that I went through. This is our fridge freezer downstairs that I went through, not a ton in there. And then I went through our pantry, and I just made a list of everything we have. And this is what I'm going to base our meals off of for the next 2 weeks. I'm just going to go through here, see what I can use up, because I don't want things to go to waste. I don't want things to get freezer burnt. I don't want things to expire. So that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through and see what we have. And I also, as I was looking through everything, I started making a grocery list of things we need. Like, I know I have one flour, but I do a lot of baking. I'm just going to go through and mark down the things I know that we need that we're running low on. And that's how I'm going to start my meal plan. All right, so these are our basic breakfast and lunch. We like pancakes, waffles, smoothies, overnight oats, eggs, hash browns, other things too if they come up. Like sometimes we do bacon, whatever. But I make everything from scratch. So I know with our smoothies that I keep my grocery list here. I know with my smoothies I need frozen fruit, and I may have to possibly can more pineapple, and that's how I do it. Like, I know I have everything for pancakes and waffles. I have eggs. I already wrote milk down. I have milk here. Oh, sorry, I have milk here. I know for my oats I need more almond milk, so that's the stuff I write down. Honey I need peanut butter, which is, I think, somewhere on this list, right? Or not? Well, I'm glad I looked, because I'm just going to write peanut butter. We have one. We actually have two, but we go through it really, really fast. So that's how I do my grocery planning. I'll look at everything, see what we have. We have eggs. There's some hash browns in the freezer, which is why I put that on here, because I want to use them. There are some small pizzas downstairs. I want to make more pizza pockets. They can have PB&J, which requires me to make bread. We have peanut butter. We have jelly. It's already on the list. And then we have some soups that need used up, and I'm making bread. So I'm actually put a block here. I put block of cheddar because that's what we use for our grilled cheese sandwiches. We do have chicken and fries in the freezer already, and then leftovers is a given. And then I'm going to do the same thing for our dinners, but I'm going to use our lists to see what we need or what we can make for dinner, because we have a lot of freezer meals that we need to use up. So that's some of the stuff I'm going to write down. So I know I need 14 meals, and one of the meals, and like I said, I already wrote down rice, right? So I'm going to make the stuffed pepper soup. Over rice. It's a freezer meal, so I'm going to write freezer meal. And all of these will be served with salad. We have lettuce like out the wazoo, plus we love salad, so we eat that almost every single day. So that's one meal. And I'm not going to plan completely 14 meals. I'll probably do between 10 and 12, because on Sundays we like to eat leftovers. So that's 2 of our meals at least, because sometimes it's just like, if I make, okay, let's say I'm going to do sloppy joes with rolls, homemade rolls, which I have the stuff for. And then I'm going to have and roasted potatoes, right? I have all this stuff, but this will definitely be leftover because it's a 2-pound recipe. So that's how I plan. I already have in my freezer, I have 2 pounds of ground beef. You saw I have ketchup in my storage. I have everything I need for rolls, and we already have a bunch of potatoes that definitely need to get used. So that's what I'm going to do. And then, like I said, it's either going to be salad or like green beans or something that's in the freezer, because we do need to use those as well. So that's how I meal plan. I'll show you everything once I get it all written down. Okay, so these are our meals. You can see I put 1, 2, and 3 for leftovers. 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11. This is actually 12 and 13. And this might be another one, the garlic pasta. But you can see I went through my pantry and everything. Like spaghetti, I have tons of noodles. Same with the garlic pasta. I have pasta for this. And I have frozen cherry tomatoes from our garden last year that absolutely need to be used. They look fine, but I just want to get them used. Like spaghetti, I have tons of tomatoes downstairs that I need to get out of the freezer and make sauce out of. Same with the chili. I can use the tomatoes from the freezer. I washed and threw my tomatoes into freezer bags last year instead of canning them, but it's fine. Now I can use them. Chicken pot pie. I have broth in the freezer that needs used. Homemade pizza, I make it from scratch. I'm going to make that twice. When I make homemade pizza pockets, I will probably just make the pizzas. Me and my son Aaron talked about making like frozen pizzas and just keeping them in our freezer, which we might do. For me and Adam, I added rice and pico. We like that for lunch, but we usually eat leftovers. So that's usually what we eat. But yeah, this is our list of like the chicken minestrone soup was in our freezer. I'm going to try to make breadsticks, I think, for here. But yeah, and then I put snacks down here. I have popcorn. I'm trying to get away from being big snackers. But we have popcorn kernels, so I'm going to make popcorn. I have butter in the freezer that can be used for popcorn. Homemade granola, everything is on this list here or in my pantry. I'm buying chips from Costco. They have organic tortilla chips I'm going to buy. And I made salsa, so I have that. And then from scratch, I'm going to make chocolate chip cookies, which all I needed was chocolate chips. So that's how I do my meal planning. I'm trying really hard to stick to this tight budget. We really, 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 really want to buy land. That's our ultimate goal. We'd like to buy our own land. We'd like to have a huge garden where we actually could have a year's supply of a lot of our own vegetables, fruit. Those are just our main top 100% goals, and we're looking forward to trying to reach that goal. And I think a lot of that can be remedied with the stuff we eat in our house. I don't want to waste food. I threw food away yesterday. It's not a ton out of my fridge, but it still bothered me a lot. So that kind of set my fire. I don't usually waste food, so it just bothered me because I don't want to become lackadaisical in what we do. So I'm going to take you with us as we grocery shop and see how tight we can keep our budget and how small we can keep it as we grocery shop. So join us for that in a bit.